Guardian's warning tracking protections provides company and project administrators the ability to apply Guardian's traditional protection modes, monitor, guide, and prevent, to every native Revit warning surfaced by the Revit API, while keeping tabs on warnings generated with their project models. In order to take advantage of this feature, warning tracking protections must first be enabled within the project configuration that is assigned to the project model. As with all project configuration settings, Guardian's warning tracking protections can be customized on a project-by-project basis within file overrides. By selecting the cog, the Warning Tracking Protections configuration dialog shows all the selected Revit warnings to be tracked. For each warning, the protections mode can be set to monitor, guide, or prevent, along with require comment. For warnings set to guide or prevent, a command frequency can be set. The command frequency is a feature that ensures the users are being notified of the firm's best practices and standards in just the right amount. The command frequency can be set as follows. Every time, the end user will get the command message each and every time they generate a protected warning. Please note, it is recommended to set the command frequency to every time for all warnings set to the Prevent Protection mode. Otherwise, a backdoor around the Prevent Protection is provided. Once per session, the end user will get the command message only the first time they generate that warning for that Revit session. Each subsequent time the warning is generated, the command message will be suppressed, but it will be registered with Project Central and Guardian Backstage. Every 3 days and 7 days, the command message will be suppressed for the time selected, but the warning will be registered with Project Central and Guardian Backstage. The user can edit provides the ability for the Revit end user to self-select a frequency, and with Allow Never, the end user can select to never receive the command message for that Revit warning across all of their projects. If the end user selects a frequency misaligned to the Revit capabilities, the user overrides feature can be used to reset the command frequency for that user and warning. Check out the user overrides video for more information. For each warning, a low, medium, and high priority can be set that will label the warnings accordingly when displayed in Guardian's Project Central and Guardian Backstage. By selecting Send Email, the project administrator will instantly receive an email when that Revit warning is generated. Guardian comes preloaded with the most common Revit warnings listed and priority set. By selecting the Add New button in the lower left-hand corner, nearly all 2,000 of the available Revit warnings are available to be added to the list of warnings. By searching for walls overlap, a Guardian protection can be assigned to that Revit warning. Once the Revit warning is added, the protection mode and frequency can be assigned. In addition, the protection can be configured and a custom command message can be created. To demonstrate this in practice, a wall is created and modeled on top of another wall. Once the command is executed, Guardian promptly displays the command message to communicate the best practices and potential model performance issues associated with the warning. In this case, because it is set to prevent and asking the user to resolve the overlapping walls, the overlapping wall is removed when the user selects Cancel. Within Project Central, the Revit warnings generated and executed by each user is listed under Users at a Glance. By clicking on the number of warnings, the activity feed will be filtered accordingly. The Revit warnings can all be seen under Project Central's timeline. Lastly, the activity feed itself can be filtered by the executed warnings. By clicking on any one of the warnings, an information dialog is displayed providing detailed information about that Revit warning, providing project administrators the info needed to help resolve Revit warnings quickly and effectively.